Dons do, longest 90, anything.
So I ain't got all the answers. I'm the answer.
But I feel United might just need Zidane for this. Any beat anywhere, I bet I damage it. I'm Donny Jones, I'm never pulling out of challenges. 44 goals in 43 games. Zach Ansah should be playing in the championships.
I try.
If you don't know who this young man is, it's Zach Ansah. One of the legends at SC Dons. Absolute legends. What are your first ever memories of football?
When I was about 3 or 4, like, it sounds mad, but I used to use like I've got 2 twin sisters. I used to use them as goalposts and kick the ball at them or in between them.
What team did you support growing up, and who was your favourite player?
I always supported Man United growing up. My favourite player as a centre forward was Andy Cole. I used to watch his 100 goals relentless. Like every night before I went to bed, I used to have video recorder on my telly. Dad was a good friend with Andy Cole from young anyway, so it kind of, because I had access to him, I'd admire him even more. Like, it was more relatable kind of thing, and he was like playing for my team.
Number 9 on your shirt. But hold on, wasn't that Guala's number? How did the Dons move come around to that happening?
No, Guala's 36. Guala's 36 first. We've done the longest 90 challenge. I've done quite well, and I think you and
Yeah, me and Andrew had messaged you.
Messaged me.
Because we had heard that you was paying for Balgowan.
Yeah, I was paying for Balgowan. Some of them thought I already had the move in my head, but I actually didn't. Then George and Drew messaged me. And by the time I knew I was playing at Dulwich.
Are there any Dons you knew growing up in South London? You know, Dino, Ginge, K Runner. How did you guys meet?
Ginge, Dino, Kieran as well. We went to the same school, the old Mallory Knights Academy. So I've known Ginge and Jack since 2005 or 2009 now. So 14-year friendship, which is good.
Has Dino always been so softly spoken and that?
Yeah. I'm picturing a young DJ, innit? like in year 7. He was a little bit chubby, you know, in year 7.
And what about Ginge? Has he always been like that?
Yeah, like Ginger's always been a Ginge, man. Boisterous, isn't it?
What a character he is.
I remember I don't remember like in year 9, year 8, he dyed his hair brown for a bit. Like, Ginger gonna hate
Brown Joe. Hey, Brown Joe!
He might make a
like
return.
quickly, but I didn't really catch.
So who would you say is your favourite player to play alongside?
This is hard, man. This one's the hardest. Kieran, for the amount of assists he gives me over the last, I don't know, year, half my goals could be from him. And then Jack, it's effortless with him. Like he'll make me look like a better forward by the balls he will give me, the vice versa. And ends, like, you haven't seen it, but that's probably the best years I've played football ever. Like, but no one's seen, unless you was in the system of us, has seen it. So it's a hard one.
So you're talking about your whole football career so far?
Yeah.
Those 3 players?
Yeah.
All at the Dons have been your favourite people to play alongside?
100%.
Damn.
What a squad.
100%.
Speaking of the crook, why doesn't the crook pick you for the 5s?
I don't know. I can't tell you,
So Zach, how do you feel about Spotted On?
Like I said, it just shows how accessible we are to the family. They're not fans, they're not supporters, they're our family. So we're just showing how accessible, and we're real people ourselves. Like, we're not no one different to anyone else. You can see us down the shop in Grove Park, Bromley, Lewisham, or you might see us out in the club, you might see us in the shopping centre. Like, we're accessible to everyone. So I think it's a good thing.
What's your favourite piece of commentary Strapzy has done on you?
My missus always, she likes the salsa. She liked the salsa. What did you say? The gun there, salsa. Yeah. she likes that one, so I'm gonna say that one.
Your favourite dongle?
What?
Yeah, favourite dongle.
Dongle?
Yeah.
What about, Chris?
Dongo,
yeah.
Go.
Dongo, bro. What do you mean dongo?
You're a joke.
No.
SC Dons skipper, look at Ebro. Look at Ebro. Look at Ebro.
Oh, so all the questions have been right up to date?
No, yeah.
Alright, then cool.
It's a hard one, but I'd say probably the first goal against Kenwell, because we just lost to them in the other cup, extra time we lost. We didn't score, we lost 1-0. We played well first half, but we didn't score. And in my head I was kind of thinking, we ain't scored against this team in over like 200 minutes. Like, is it going to be like our bogey team, or is it... Like, not just me not scoring, like, we haven't scored. Like, in my head I was thinking, is it going to be our bogey team? Then Derby played me and I scored. Even though we drew that game, that kind of set us up to go and win the Kent Cup, and had struck fear in their eyes when we played against them in the PCT Cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Yeah.
So you're talking about the one at Catford?
Catford, yeah. So I feel like if they're in their heads, even though we played so well, we couldn't score. If in their head we went and drew that game 0-0, or we lost that game 1-0, in their heads they would have that, their chest would have been bigger when they're playing us.
Because they played us twice and
get what I mean?
we ain't scored, yeah.
Even though we drew that game, it didn't feel like we drew the game, I don't think.
If you're number 9 or number 10, really the main goal scorer in the team, you should always want all penalties.
Yeah.
Like, do you get satisfaction from taking them?
I didn't used to like taking penalties until about 3 years ago. Basically, I joined the Dons, but now I feel like it's part of the job as a centre forward. You need to step up and score, like, not miss, score. So it hurt me when I missed against Beatties.
Did your dad or anyone who used to come to you say anything to you before a game to kind of make sure you always performed or relaxed you? Was there anything that was said?
Yeah, but when I was young, Dad used to always tell me before a game to make sure I just go out there and enjoy it. But he used to give me kind of pointers. Make sure you're side on some when you get the ball as a centre forward, so you can see the defender, the ball, and it's me in it.
Yeah.
So it's harder for them to win it. Try and make 5 runs in behind and see how often you'll get in, kind of thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So then every week it would kind of help implement different sides of my game.
Your parents and sisters attend every game you play. Are they your biggest supporters?
100%. I've only really deeped that until a couple of years ago. Like, they've followed me since I've been playing since like 6. It's mad. Like, around the world as well. I've been lucky enough, they followed me around the world. It's ridiculous. Even like now they come to Herne Bay on a Saturday. It's like hour drive, hour back. Yeah, they're definitely my biggest supporters, 100%. And I couldn't thank them. Like, even the time they've taken out from when I'm going to training after school, like 3 times a week, an hour and a half drive there in traffic, train for 2 hours, hour drive back. Like, I couldn't thank them enough.
SC Dons is a family club. Does it feel like a family to you?
Definitely. Just everyone's united on the pitch, off the pitch. It doesn't feel like a team. It's actually a family. You can go and talk to anyone about anything within the setup, and even the new players or the new family that are supporters by their family. They come to the games. No one's, like I said, everyone's just on that level. That's how I like to be. Everyone's the same. No one's different, which I like. What's
the difference between Saturday and Sunday football to you, and why do people play Saturday and Sunday football?
A lot of people play Saturday football for the money. I'd say some people do that. Like, they'll play it because they got bills to pay, or just for the sake of playing it. Me, I don't play for Saturday because of that. I play for the enjoyment, and I want to achieve something with a group of players, kind of thing. And football is my first love, so that's why I play it. But there's a lot more politics on a Saturday, I'd say. I haven't been through them recently, but I've been through politics where you might not be playing because the chairman might have brought in certain players and you might be on the same level, but they paid this amount for this player, so that he has to play, kind of thing. So that's just an example of kind of politics that go on at Saturday club. Sunday is it's real. You're playing with your friends, you wake up. It's a different kind of motivation when you wake up and you go on the pitch. Like, you don't want to lose because these are your boys. This is almost bragging rights between you and whoever's playing on the other team, kind of thing. If you play dead, your boys are going to be on you, kind of thing. You get what I mean? So you got pride. It's almost bragging rights within the team as well. Like, you need to be at a certain level.
I think with the Sundays, it's more like it's your club. Whereas, so you're actually playing for your team.
Yeah.
Being selected for your country, what a feeling. How did that feel?
Looking back on it now, that's probably one of my proudest moments in football, making my debut for England and scoring as I've come on as well. Because I feel like my whole family was at that game. my nan, my grandma, my aunts, my uncles, cousins. That's probably the most proudest moment I've had in football.
What age group was that?
That was under 16s.
For England, you
Yeah.
got selected. And how does it work? Do they text you? Do they come to your house? Do you get a letter?
There was England trial, so we got called to them. I think there was about 40 players. So you get, it was at St George's Park then.
Yeah.
But St George's Park was just pictures. There was no like buildings, it was just lovely pictures. And then the first game was at Yeovil against Wales. But one of the Arsenal goalkeeper played for Wales. Squad got announced Friday morning. I was on the bench. I was fuming. Then 0-0. I'm thinking I'm gonna come on here. And I come on last 25 minutes. In my head, I'm just thinking, just make runs. You'll get a chance. You'll get a chance. Got across the front post. Glanced the header. This is probably like the best glance I've ever done. It's gone in. And it was mad. So yeah.
What was your celebration?
I've done this. I don't know why.
Who's that to the coaching staff?
In my head, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking I'm at home, but not like away. But yeah, that was probably the most satisfying moment I've had in football. 100%. Like proudest.
And how have you continued to improve at football? And are there any habits or lessons you've learned from being in an academy or from players you've played alongside or been coached by?
They installed it into us from young, but we didn't really. I wouldn't say we didn't listen to the message, but we didn't put it into practice until maybe you come out of the system as don't rest on your laurels kind of thing. Always stay in good habits and just know there's someone out there training harder than you, so you need to be at it, and regardless of how good you are, kind of thing. Because someone's always playing catch up. So if you're training here, someone's training 7 times a week, you're training 5. They're gonna catch up eventually, kind of thing. You get what I mean? So even now, I might not be playing professional, but I try to get my mind into professional habits of doing my rehab every day in the gym, because I know that's what will help me benefit me on a Saturday and a Sunday. Sunday might be a Sunday, but in my head it's not just Sunday league football. We're going to war, and I want to be the best I can for the team.
Being included in the first team squad at Arsenal, what was that like?
121's manager at the time. Like, he called out a couple of our names and was like, you guys report to training tomorrow. He's meant to have a day off, Monday off. Report to training tomorrow with the first team, with you to be on the squad for Tuesday's game at Olympiacos away.
And Ansah, so you made your way through Arsenal's youth
Hold
crisis.
on. We're skipping the chat. You heard the Champions League music
Yeah.
get played. That bro, you can't expect us not to be like, this is mad, bro. Like people watch it on TV, like like different balls,
different Adidas balls. Yeah, it was different training kit, like Champions League training kit. So it was Nike, but it was different colour training kit. Like it was like yellow and navy blue, like navy blue with yellow stripes. Adidas balls in training, like it was. Premier League was Nike them times.
Yeah.
Adidas balls is a bit lighter, like it was just mad. And travelled over there, private part of the airport, like to get on the plane, landing Greece, escorted to the hotel, match day now, escorted to the game, get to the game.
camera crew,
Yeah, walking in. It was crazy. And then you get onto the pitch, you see the Arsenal fans tucked away, like, and there's a net around them, like, it was Olympiacos, so it was like a cauldron, isn't it? Even though we'd gone through already, we've already been through. But for them, it's their cup final. They wait for that game every year, like play against a big club in the Champions League.
You would obviously be able to tell us if Troops and DT are real supporters then. Did you say? Were they there? Was Arsenal Fan TV there at the time?
It probably was. Arsenal Fan TV were about at them times. But they probably was there.
So Zach, in July 2013, you had an ACL injury that ruled you out for 8 months. Then the second time, you had suffered an injury, but you then returned to the development squad in March 2014, scoring a 5-3 win over West Ham. Explain that.
The goal, scoring the goal.
I think just you
The
just
injury.
recovered from the injury and then just come back, like, you know, how was the journey?
If you believe you'll come back, that means you'll put in whatever you need to do to come back. Like the second time I done it, for about 2 weeks I was upset, but the graft I put in to come back, I come back I think in a quicker time. I'd done double the work. I invested some of the money I was earning in to go in and get in private physio as well as the Arsenal physio. So I go training after training, I'll go see someone else for 2 hours, then go home. I'll go and get home at 6, doing 9 till 6. I put in that work for 4 or 5 months because I knew like I want to come back and I believe I'm going to come back, but I need to give myself the best chance of coming back and being the best I can be so it don't happen again. At the end of the day, it's like anything in life. If you want something, you can get it, but you believe you put in the work to get it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. For all people that you think you've got a knockback in your football career, you've heard it from the man here first. You know, just have that fire in your belly and go for it.
100%.
Never give up. So, how did your deal end? I mean, there's a lot of players in non-league who this has happened to. Did you know it was going to happen to you?
So they gave me a 1-year extension because my ACL kind of crossed over. So I had a year left. I'd done it with like 10 months left, and then obviously they knew that I'd been injured, so they gave me another year. And then within that other year they've given me, I've done it again. I've been there for 11 years. They've been brilliant with me for whatever reason. For the injuries and stuff was the reason why I got let go. But I didn't owe them nothing. They didn't owe me nothing. Like it was just how it was meant to be.
44 goals in 43 games, and they're saying that you should be playing in the Championship. You've scored 50 goals for SC Dons in under 2 years. Then you scored on your debut at Dulwich, your goal at the Kent Cup final, 2 goals in a Paul Pickford Cup final. That's all contributed towards your 50 goals. You've got Players Player Award at the Dons. Like, talk me through it.
I try. I don't really talk much, but it's a pleasure waking up every Sunday and playing with all you lot. You lot mean more to me than you don't even know. Trust me.
I love that.
For me personally, I will never set targets that big in terms of goals. Even though in the long run I might be thinking about it, but I won't set it as my main target. It's always small steps because you can't run before you can walk.
So Zach, what do you do outside of football?
I work for my dad's production company called Sports on Screen, and within that we have a YouTube channel itself called The Kit Lab, so I do presenting on that. I present the striker series, so I specialise obviously in striker drills, different techniques of finishing. Big G's been on it. Classic collections. Me and my business partner Will Amos, we had our classic collection, so we buy and sell classic football boots. And also I've started to do the choreography side of things for Sports on Screen. So it's choreographing, adverts, billboard campaigns, stills campaigns.
For example, the Unbelievable Techers. Did that come out from your dad watching you play?
No, that's how you always used to hear him say it, Techers when we was young, like even under 7s and stuff. Then obviously it blew up because he said it in Street Striker.
Yeah.
And then Soccer M used it.
How does he say it? What would he say when you...
Yeah, we need to know.
What's the right way to say it?
I don't know.
Denied.
And he used to say
So there's not a particular way you have to say it?
no.
Okay.
Where's Ginger?
So Zach, you receive hundreds, if not thousands, of messages. What do people ask you?
If someone's like going through a bad spell in their career, like even young kids, boys and girls, they message me. I always say to them, the first thing I say to them is don't worry about it. Seek happiness. So find a level where you can play and enjoy it again, and then you'll see yourself playing better, like playing at a better level than you was, and then everything else will follow. If it don't follow, you can't lose because you're happy. I've got friends that I know for years playing in this professional game, but they're not happy. So what really matters? I go home to my missus and my family, my friends, and I'm Zach, happy Zach, or I'm a professional football Monday to Friday. Saturday's a game I'm not playing. I come home on a Saturday and I'm fuming. Which one are they going to prefer? Which is going to make me a better person in life? Happy Zach. It's more satisfying for me that I'm accessible for them to approach and speak to, rather than being a footballer that's not accessible. You can't just reach out to a footballer, or you might not see a footballer at a certain level and be able to speak to them about real things, kind of thing. Do you get what I mean? So for me, that's satisfying in my heart and something I'm proud of and happy to do.
And what's it like to be involved in a team that's changing the face of grassroots?
It's the best decision I've probably ever made in terms of football. like regardless of signing for whoever I've signed for, playing for England or whatever, like the decision to say yeah, I'm coming and play on a Sunday, like it's made me grow as a person in ways that the professional game wouldn't have been able to.
Alright, so Zach, what's been the biggest pain in your life that you've been through, and how did you get through it, and how would you say it's changed you?
The biggest, when I've come back from injury, but I wasn't quite right, like I was. This is like the third time I've done my knee now. I was at Woking, I've done my knee, finished the season at Woking, got released. Then was on trial at Southend, but I was on trial knowing that my knee wasn't right. I was almost, in my head I was almost lying to myself. I think I was on like 3-week trial. During the second week I said, no Dad, my knee's not right, I'm not going back in. And dealing with that, like the aftermath after that, like almost being lost for a bit, there was like a month, 6-week period where I wasn't myself. Like I was doing silly things, wasn't doing things which are out of character for me. So looking back on it, that was probably my hardest period. But there comes a time when you need to wake up and you think almost F it, like I want to get myself out of the rut. You can't dwell on it. But that's when you need good people around you. I've had my family around me, I had good friends around me to say, Zach, come and sort yourself out, like this ain't you.
Zach, where would you say the Dons go in the next 5 years?
As the club chairman, that is.
Where do we go? Wherever we want to go, almost, I feel like. As long as I'm inspiring like the younger generation to know that it's not all plain sailing, but that's not the only path to be able to play football on, as in be a professional. You can play Sunday League and still have a voice. So that's me personally. As long as I keep doing that and I'm affecting the younger generation, I'm satisfied with whatever happens. But as a club, I think the world's our oyster. But it's the most important thing is just inspiring the younger generation.
How do you want to be remembered by the Dons supporters? Surely you must have reached the Dons' legendary status.
I don't know, have I?
There's never been a cup final you ain't scored in. I don't think you get a better statement than that.
Yeah. If I'm having as a good player, I'm happy. Because that's my bread and butter, football is. Like, that's, I eat, breathe, and that's all I watch. Like, and I'm boxing. But if I'm having as a good player, not even a great player, I'll be happy. Because football is the only thing that's been number one in my life for all I can remember. So even a good player, I'll be happy with. Whatever, everything else is a bonus to me.
Bro, thank you very much. Right, that was Meet the Dons with Zach Ansah. Zach, it's a pleasure to have you at the team, and we know you're going to take us to new heights. And thank you for watching.
Anything. We do what Dons do, longest 90. Anything. Hands full of blood, family stuff. Anything.